Hi, Jolene. I'm really happy that you're here with me today in this interview. You're a speaker at our Evolve Leadership Summit that's coming up in November. We're super excited to have you come and interact with our attendees and share your knowledge and experience. And welcome. And I just
Thank
want to
you.
ask you a few questions and get an understanding of what you're going to be talking about and just some of your thoughts.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, great. So first off, I just want to find out from you is what inspired you to be part of our Evolve Leadership Conference?
Well, your passion, you and your team, I wanted to be part of that collaboration, number one. Number two, your theme of the event with evolving really fits with my coaching style, which is based on behavioral adaptation and changing. And of course, number three would be the location. I don't think you could have chosen a better location or a more gorgeous space.
Yeah, that's for sure. Thank you. Our theme of Evolve is bridging the wisdom of experiences with the leadership of the future. So, what does that look like in your world right now and the people that you're working with?
Well, I am so honored to have graduated from Praxis School of Entrepreneurship 13 years ago, where I developed my business. And the whole premise of the program was mentorship. So when I think about bridging education with future leaders, mentorship is the first thing that comes to mind. So not only do I teach at that program for over a decade, but I work with leaders consistently in how do they transfer their knowledge to really create an adaptable future.
Great. And so, what's one shift or challenge that you see leaders that navigating that isn't getting enough attention right now in all the
Well,
busyness?
according to Psychometrics Canada, the top leadership challenge right now is poor communication. So we're really going to dive in on not just verbal communication, but nonverbal. And one of my favorite body language tips is that sometimes your intent isn't always how you're perceived. And we have to use the platinum rule, which is to treat people the way they want. So for an example, introverts and extroverts perceive information quite differently. From a body language perspective, one of my favorite tips is if you wear glasses, people deem you as 8% more competent. If you wear dark rim glasses, one of my favorite tips is you're more influential. So not only are we going to talk about, the verbal side, but really the fun body language side of communication as well.
That is fun. And I like how you have your glasses at the ready there for any situation. And so, without giving it all away, what kinds of conversations are you hoping that your presentation and your involvement in the summit is going to spark between people?
I know the emotion that I want to evoke in the room is the emotion of curiosity. And I think, even if you think you're not good at networking, if you're genuinely curious, you're actually good. And introverts are better at networking than extroverts. So I'll give lots of tips and an actual acronym that you can remember easily from a practical application mindset on conversation starters that go a little bit deeper than small talk.
It's interesting because I think if people would assume that extroverts would be better, they might be a little bit more willing to step into it. But you're right. I think being thoughtful and holding back saying things might be a little bit harder for extroverts than introverts. So that's an interesting thought. And who, in your view, really needs to be in the room to hear what you have to say, to experience some of the things that you're going to be teaching us that we're going to be practicing there at the conference?
So, any level of an organization, any level of leadership, future leaders, but most importantly, someone that wants to be more charismatic and influential and be able to read other people very quickly.
Okay, that's really great. And what's one shift or insight that you hope someone takes back with them after hearing you speak?
That you cannot change your personality type, but you can always change your behaviors.
That's wonderful. I really like that. And I love that fact that it's a developmental skill. We can all get better at it if we keep working at it. It's not like we're stuck where we're at.
Exactly.
Yeah, great. And is there a leadership principle or mindset that you're really leaning into right now and that comes to the forefront of your mind?
Yeah, I was recently honored to have been a co author in a book, and my chapter was based on really figuring out your intrinsic professional and personal purposes. And the last sentence of my chapter is what lights you up? Do that. So I'm really going to dive in from a charismatic leadership approach on stay interviews. So really diving into the intrinsic strengths of your team so that they can meet their potential and then they'll be happier in their jobs. So more longevity.
That's wonderful. And that just increases capacity for everyone to be able to work at their best by keeping
Exactly.
your great people. Wonderful. Well, we're super excited to have you. We know our audience is going to get a ton of value from having you there, from hearing you speak and you sharing some of your tips. I've always experienced you as having really practical things. Every time I speak with you and you teach me something, I use it and it works. So really grateful that you're going to be coming to spend time with us and look forward to seeing you at the conference in the Canadian Rockies in November.
I am so excited.
Thanks, Jolene.
You're welcome.
Bye for now.